Hey guys, Miss Roy here. Just a heads up, we totally lost the plot about 15 minutes into our podcast because our mics died. So you'll be able to tell when that happens. Um, we did our best and we hope you enjoy. Hello guys.
Hello.
Welcome back. Sorry it's been a hot second, but we are here and we are ready for more pod time. So, if you are new here, this is We Don't Do Small Talk. I'm Miss Roy.
I'm Royal Color Games.
I will also call him Roy because Royal Color Games is a mouthful. And we talk about what interests us, whatever pops into our heads, and we are not experts by any means, but usually pretty fun, pretty ADHD, and hopefully interesting.
Here's the intro that
That I wrote. Yeah, no, actually, that's the outro.
So today's topic.
Hold up. I
Oh,
have an announcement. Two announcements
no.
before we do the thing. So, two really exciting things happened in the last 2-ish weeks. Um, One, the podcast's page on Twitter got followed by another amazing podcast, and it's the first time we've been followed by anybody with a podcast. And the podcast is called "I'm Horrified." It is amazing. The hosts are Ali Gavin and Sam Bairstow. I think I'm saying that right. They're hilarious. They're amazing. They go over topics that just super random topics that terrify them and the implications. And if you like the existential crisis that we were in, they've got the same thing going on, except a little bit more organized. Um, but yeah, so they followed us, and I was losing my mind. I've been binging them since they followed us. And the other thing, the other day on Twitter, well, last week, when was the earthquake?
Oh, I have no idea.
So
I was so sick.
last week we had an earthquake. um, and one of the podcasters that I follow on Twitter, he's one of my favorites, Stephen Ray Morris. He does the podcast. He was the sound engineer for My Favorite Murder, and he has a Jurassic Park podcast that I believe is called See Jurassic Right. I'm probably wrong on that, but I'm very close. Um, so he put out, how is it possible that the East Coast is having earthquakes? And I responded to him because we're on the East Coast and this wasn't our first earthquake. We've had several in the last several years and they've been pretty intense. And he retweeted my response, and I was flouncing around the house driving husband crazy for a solid day about that. But yeah, so we're getting quote unquote popular. Dun dun dun.
We shall see about that.
So what are we talking about, Roy?
Zombies.
Zombies.
How do you survive a zombie apocalypse? What are ways a zombie apocalypse could happen? Where do movie tropes get it wrong? Where do they get it right? YouTube and video games. Everybody thinks about zombies differently, but I feel personally that most people don't give enough thought. So where we would like to start, Miss Roy?
Okay. I guess what's your favorite zombie? Not necessarily zombie movie. What's your favorite style of zombie in popular culture?
Okay, so for like zombie movies, I like the old school Romero, Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Dead, Return of the Dead. I love the Romero films, but my favorite zombie, I think, would probably be like World War Z esque, somewhere World War Z or Left 4 Dead style zombies, because they deal with one of the main issues with why a zombie apocalypse is incredibly unlikely.
Where they're actually dangerous
Dangerous.
zombies. Now, I know about the World War Z zombies because they're runners and you get, what, 13 seconds to know if you're going to be a
Some,
Zed or not?
something like that,
Something like
yeah.
that. Um, and they're runners and they're actually like predatory. But I don't know much about, what was it, Left 4 Dead
Yeah.
ones? So are they runners as
Yes,
well?
and
Or
Left 4 Dead. Let me switch over to the desktop view here, and we'll do a quick
oh,
search.
look, there we are. We're in the picture now. Hi-oh.
So Left 4 Dead Infected. There's several different types. The main is just a regular one. They sprint. They typically group up in hordes. They react to noise or too much movement. And then there's also special infected ones that spit on you, ones that will grab you and ride you away. Um, there's incredibly dangerous ones that are called like witches, which are incredibly strong. You want to know about the jockey?
Wait. Yes. No. Tell me about. Wait. How is he?
He jumps on your shoulders, grabs your head, and steers your character into the nearest crowd of zombies.
But okay. Are you alive still?
Yes.
It's like a Ratatouille type.
Kinda. It's like a small man sitting on your shoulders, got you by the nostrils and the upper jaw, and he's pulling your head, and you're trying to maintain your balance.
Oh, okay. So he's relying on destabilization
Yes.
of your melon to
This one here. This is a jockey.
Oh my god. That okay, so if anybody's just listening and not watching, it's like a mini ogre.
Mhm.
It looks like it's naked, it's gray and pink and pale and ucky, and apparently it grabs you by the head. I Okie dokie then. That's fun.
So yeah, these would be among my favorite types of zombies because, unlike most zombie movie tropes, where just a little bit of critical thinking would get you out of the situation, Left 4 Dead style zombies would actually be able to spread.
Now, do they have? Okay, how do I phrase this? In something like um, what's the re-alive zombie? Warm bodies.
Warm bodies.
In warm bodies, you end up with essentially two different types of zombies.
Yes.
Because your standard zombie is your zombie that can eat and does eat and fully continues to function in the way that we think of a zombie. But the next level of zombie that even the Zeds are scared of are like the ones that spaz out, because are they not eating? Is that why?
Yes, they don't eat enough. They go feral. They'll peel off their skin, and they're hyper aggressive at that point.
Right. So how and in World War Z we have a standard one type of zombie.
They all run.
Right. How are we ending up with multiple types of zombies in Left 4 Dead? Because I don't know any lore of this.
They mutate.
Okay.
So the special infected here, the boomers typically like fat guys, and their body starts to produce lots of bile, and it spits it at survivors. It's like acid.
Okay.
Hunters are parkour guys. They're extremely fit guys, and they climb on things, and they can jump really far and really high.
Okay.
A smoker mutates to have a very, very long tongue. He's covered in cancers.
Ew.
A tank is like Arnold, good to the job. He's very hard to kill. He can run through walls
Okay.
and throw shit at you. Charger can sprint through you.
So they mutate once they
Come
become a
infected.
zombie?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if this was a situation kind of like fucking Umbrella Corp.
I'm not like hugely into the Left 4 Dead lore, so I might be wrong on that, but
Okay.
that's how it's presented.
Okay. Because in Resident Evil, they end up creating other types of zombies, like
On purpose, yes.
intentionally. Yeah. Okay. Um, I gotta say, not Left 4 Dead. Before, okay. So just to throw this out to the audience, before I was with Roy, I really was not into zombie movies or zombie stuff at all because I'm deeply bothered by the massive, massive plot hole that most zombie situations have, which is I struggle with suspending my disbelief in zombie movies because most zombie movies are set in a modern world where everyone's seen a goddamn zombie movie. There have to exist. I cannot suspend the disbelief that there's no zombie movies in the land where zombies exist. And in zombie movies, we instantly learn shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the fucking head. First dude you see act like zombie, like trying to eat your brain.
Like that guy in Florida a couple of years ago.
Fuck it. I'm not saying kill people, but like, come on. Like, if it's clearly a zombie situation and you're in a zombie movie, I shoot him in the head. That's how you get rid of zombies. It's not maybe how you get rid of all zombies, but it's a pretty safe bet. If you're in a zombie apocalypse, you don't just, how should I handle this onslaught of mutant creatures that are going to eat me and my family? Oh, I have no idea.
So that's one of my big issues with the zombie trope too. Is the average zombie in the average zombie movie is slow. They're not especially intelligent. They're just shambling.
We have a Mike Myers situation.
Yeah, you might get one or two people that get bit initially, but it's not going to take very long before you realize, oh shit, that slow shambling guy will eat. Our mics need to be charged. How long were we muted? Fuck, it was a good one too.
No, fuck.
Now we're up to 4 viewers.
Okay. Are we, can we, okay.
My microphone was dead.
Is mine?
Yep, yours is off too.
Fucking shitballs.
Oh, it's probably our best fucking podcast.
Bitch. Okay. Okay. Put on your mic.
It's about to die again.
No, I mean your fucking ball.
I have to change settings to make it work. Let's see. Oh, maybe it will work. Is it picking it up? Can you hear me now?
Check.
Yeah, it's picking us up. God damn it!
Christ on a cracker.
Oh, technical difficulties.
Christ.
How long were...
Nobody knows. Because I think Chewie just showed up. How does zombie...
Yeah, we were talking about how to survive the zombie apocalypse.
Fuck.
It was good, too. We were finally fucking in the zone.
Okay. So let's... Okay.
I don't even know how to handle this.
It's okay. We'll fucking... Okay, so we were talking about Romero zombies because both of us have problems with zombie... Tropes. Oh, okay. I intentionally took my microphone off. What was that? Oh.
Turning off the heater.
Okay. So, I'm going to try and stay still and speak loud enough. We both have problems with zombie tropes. I have a problem with the shoot him in the head because you know how to shoot him in the head because it's a fucking zombie. And we live in a zombie movie. And zombie movies must exist within zombie movies. And I'm bothered by the fact that people are like, oh no, what is this? Save me. I don't know what to do. So, oh, good grief and freaking gravy.
Let's take a 3-minute break.
Yep. Regroup.
Try to figure this shit out.
Don't go away, guys.
We'll be right back.
Fuck.
We're unmuted.
Lord help me. Okay. So.
No, professional.
Ow,
cat. That's my leg, not a scratching post.
So, buy our merch. We're professional. Did you ever put up the professional shirt?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It may have.
We'll have to put that up after this shit show.
Why is it deleting the cat?
Because she's not a human. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not in...
There she is.
There she is. Spoots. So... Was Jesus
Jesus a zombie?
Yeah.
Technically.
Or was he a ghost?
No, he's a zombie.
He's a zombie?
His body came back too.
Fair. What about, okay,
Don't eat your tail.
was Frankenstein a zombie? Or was he a homunculus?
I don't know what a homunculus
No,
is.
he's not a homunculus, that's the wrong one. He's a golem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a flesh golem.
Yeah.
Gross.
But I mean...
That was my nickname in high school.
Ew. So...
Ma'am.
Oh, she just loves you so much.
I love you too. I'm busy.
You know what's weird that I...
Don't sniff my ear. Our editor-in-chief. Just making sure everything's up to quality.
Where were you 20 minutes ago?
She's the editor, not the sound guy.
Fair. I love you, kitten. So she actually reminded me. I hadn't thought about this as a zombie movie, but Pet Sematary.
Oh yeah, that is a zombie movie.
I have not watched all of it, but the idea of pet zombies, I love. I hate
it's not
it
just
too.
pets.
I know, because isn't there a baby?
That's the whole thing about the movie Pet Sematary, is the cemetery brings pets back to life. But if you bury people in it too, it also brings them back. And if you watch Rick and Morty, they do a Pet Cemetery episode where they just bury random shit to see if it'll fix it.
Didn't they bury a gerbil?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Like
Ma'am,
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
go play.
Lord help me.
Completely lost my train of thought.
Don't set fire to zombies.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just in case that was missed, don't set fire to zombies is a good way to be eaten alive while also being burned to death.
Yes. And,
That was an important PSA.
yeah, please. Double tap.
Oh, speaking of zombies, since we're surviving the zombie apocalypse, the CDC actually released a sheet on how to survive the zombie apocalypse.
So...
And it's actually super clever. So this is the official CDC.gov page, campaigns.
Now, Roy.
Yes.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Is the audio still
Yes.
audible?
Yes, I added it to all of them.
Okay. Lord help me.
So, zombie preparedness. Oh, where'd the page go? Oh, they took it down.
Oh. Maybe they were... Oh.
I clicked on it, but it didn't. It's not there.
Oh. It's more concerned about COVID.
Now it's COVID. But it was a
Bullshit.
publicity campaign to get people ready for natural disasters and stuff. And everything that they said in this document, which I'm really, really kind of pissed doesn't exist anymore, got you ready for the zombie apocalypse as well.
So, guitars as like a blunt weapon? So...
If it's electric, yeah, I can see it. And acoustic's only going to be good for one or two swings.
Yeah. Unless, I mean...
Here's some of it.
You could probably use guitar strings and saw their heads off. Like a garrote.
I really wish it was still up because it was really cool.
Right.
But it's basically to survive the zombie apocalypse is the same step to avoid natural disasters and all that. 72 hours is good. You're supposed to shelter in place for any catastrophe for 36 hours before seeking self-help. 72 is better because most situations will resolve by then.
Yeah.
So it was like keep 72 hours worth of food and water. We keep much more than that because I'm a paranoid bastard. You want to keep flashlights and batteries and nice warm blankets. You want to have an area set up that is away from windows and doors in case of high winds.
Or zombies.
And you want to also have a place set up on the second floor in case of flooding.
And zombies.
Or zombies. Yeah.
And,
A viable way to survive the zombie apocalypse is to go to your second story, bring all your food and water and supplies to the second story of your house, and then remove your stairs.
Two things. One, zombies don't give a shit, so couldn't they just be like climbing trees and just be like through your windows?
Again, it depends on which trope we're going by.
Fair. Okay.
That's why, World War Z zombies were fucked. They're intelligent.
Yeah.
Ish, to a point.
I've never used the Wayback Machine, but Chewie is suggesting it.
What is the Wayback Machine?
I don't know, but a lot of podcasts that I listen to talk about it, and it's like a way of finding like stuff that no longer exists. I don't know, honestly. What's the movie? The movie that we really like with zombies and heists and it's got Batista.
Yeah, what the fuck is the name? Oh, that's a good movie. It's on Netflix.
It's so good. Allows you to look at internet at a previous date. That's what the Wayback Machine does.
Oh, he means for CDC thing.
Yes. Type in Batista zombie movie.
Here, I'm not even going to try to spell Batista.
Oh, okay. Where's the clicker?
I'm dumb, so... She sits forward and it
look,
deletes me.
Batista zombie, first thing.
Zombie Army.
Where? Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead.
So it's Army of the Dead, and then this movie is fucking gold. It is amazing.
It's old school heist movie with zombies.
Yes.
It's so good.
But the zombies, now aren't these zombies intelligent?
Yes, there's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the way they do it. So their zombies are the result of a super soldier program. So they're not zombies per se.
Okay.
They use, from what I've gathered, I don't think they explicitly say it in the movie, but it seems to be genetic engineering testing.
Okay.
And their patient zero, the guy that they were testing it on, he's strong, he's smart, he's super intelligent, he can rip, steel doors off their hinges, but anyone he bites isn't quite as strong or as smart, and anyone they bite are dumber and weaker until eventually you got just standing, shambling idiots in a corner. But they act just like zombies.
Now, in this one, is that the alpha guy?
Yes.
With the hair?
Yes.
The pretty zombie hair? And then he's got his little girlfriend. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so they are like functionally intelligent. Is this how... excuse me.
Attractive.
Is this how Resident Evil zombies were created?
No.
Okay, so...
Resident Evil zombies were created when Umbrella Corp...
We should probably... I feel like we might get bonked.
Oh, no, we won't get bonked for that. It's a
Trailer? Okay, never mind.
It doesn't hurt to go back. So Resident Evil zombies were created when Umbrella Corp tried to create the T-virus. The T-virus
that's right.
was meant to be a artificial T-cell to fight cancer.
Right, because the guy's daughter was dying or something.
And then when Umbrella Corp realized what it was, they turned it into a weapon and kept trying to refine it. Eventually it got out and ended the world, but Umbrella, knowing this was coming because they were planning on selling it. Again, I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan, this may not be the most accurate, but and throughout the series of games and movies and comics, they use it to greater and greater effect to try to create a superior human, the perfect weapon.
Okay. I mean, I guess that...
well, in Resident Evil, there's actually more than one type of zombie.
Right.
Too.
Well, that's the... so I was going to go over that with you when we were talking about...
fungal zombies in...
Left 4 Dead. So I was going to go over that with Left 4 Dead because you said that the Left 4 Dead zombies, so far as we know, mutate once they are already zombies. But I knew that the Resident Evil zombies were like... You're going to be this kind of zombie.
So, okay.
They're going to be that kind of zombie.
Resident Evil, I do believe, has more than one canon.
Okay.
Because the T-virus is what happens in the movies, but one of the games that I played, I think it was Resident Evil 3. Again, this was way back in the day. Mm-hmm. You were fighting fungal zombies.
Okay.
And the main characters, I believe, again, I only played the game a little bit. I wasn't a huge fan. Their job was to hunt down different types of zombies around the world. That was their whole thing. Get in, figure out why it happened, exterminate them, and then get out.
Oh. So...
I do believe. I might be misremembering that, but...
That's...
So I'm not sure of the zombie trope for Resident Evil. Mm-hmm. I played the shit out of the first game, but I don't remember any of it. Just where to collect the herbs.
Ah, okay. Now, okay, in case you missed it earlier because our fucking microphones died, fungal zombies are actually a thing. Not for humans people. Right now.
There's the way you just put that reminds me of a scientific TED talk that there was about the dangers of global warming and fungus.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
So one of the reasons why that particular fungus that infects ants and makes them, go back into the colony and spread the fungus to the other ants doesn't jump to humans is because humans are warm-blooded and fungus can't survive that. Lots of funguses can't survive at our kind of body time. So the same way when humans get a fungal infection, it's ringworm or athlete's foot or something of that nature on the skin in areas that are dark and get cold.
Okay.
So the colder and darker your feet stay, the more likely you are to get foot fungus. That's why guys who wear boots all the time end up with...
Trench foot,
foot fungus. Trench foot's a different thing, but...
Oh, okay, but...
So one of the problems with global warming is as the temperature of the Earth comes up, fungus has to evolve to survive. And eventually, when the average temperature of the Earth in some of these wetter climates that have huge fungal populations, like, say, the Philippines, gets high enough, the fungus will be able to survive inside of us while we're up. So we don't really have a natural defense built in for fungus other than our body temperature.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's so much fun.
And antifungals aren't actually all that effective because antifungals are mostly topical steroids. They promote our body to do the work. They don't actually fight the fungus like an antibiotic fights a bacterium.
Right.
So global warming could lead to a zombie virus, and it wasn't a TED Talk. It was a bunch of guys sitting on a stage talking about global warming, and this came up. And I'll try to find it and put it in the Discord for you guys because it was very sobering. He's a lot smarter than I am and a lot more into the topic. And it was like a 15-minute rant about how everyone's so worried about zombies coming from a virus when they could, in fact, come from a fungus that already exists, we already know of, and we already interact with.
Right.
Because there's tribes that eat those ants that are infected with fungus.
Oh, boy.
And if those fungus get too used to temperatures as high as their body, they very well could do The Last of Us.
Right.
And take over.
Right. That's fun.
Fungaloids.
Oh, yeah. Ew. Now, but that got me thinking, would it be possible, or wouldn't it be possible for fungus like that to thrive in, like, more northern places?
It could, over time, yeah. They could evolve to.
Because if they prefer damper and cooler temperatures, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, that seems like something that would happen in the Arctic.
They don't like direct sunlight, and they like moisture.
Arctic. Arctic-ish.
Forests and jungles.
Right. Oh, God. Fucking fungaloids. And then what was the other one we were talking about? It wasn't cat scratch fever, because we decided you may or may not have had that when you were a child. It was... Was it the
Rabies?
Maybe we were talking about rabies.
We did talk about rabies.
I know we were talking about rabies, but there was also the thing... Something takes over bee brains?
There's a parasite in bees. I don't know about the bees.
Maybe I'm wrong about the bees. It was grasshopper.
I know there is a prion, or it's either a prion. I don't know. It's not a prion. It's just a parasite of some sort that does in fact take over grasshoppers and certain praying mantises. And I do believe it can jump to humans, but it doesn't control us. It just eats a hole in our brain, and that's why you shouldn't eat insects raw.
Right.
Same thing with worms. Worms can carry the same parasite.
And like, don't snails... Wait, aren't snails one of the things that can turn you into a zombie?
I don't know about into a zombie, but I know snails can really make you sick.
Right, because they have brain worms.
Yeah, they can give you something that eats your brain as well.
Ew. Okay, Chewy, what's your strange idea about how to survive? Do tell. It's what we're here for.
Yay, for stream things. You'd have to spray it with a antifungal. But yeah, you technically could, depending on the fungus, because our antifungals only work on a handful of funguses.
However, I like where he's going with... Okay, so if you're just listening and not watching, one of our chatters, Chewy, just said a zombie would most likely be caused by a fungal infection, so can't you just spray zombies with weed killer? I'm in a place of peroxide.
Uric acid. Just pee on them. Uric acid kills most types of fungus.
Okay, so just go around pissing on zombies.
Hang out with R. Kelly, you're safe.
Oh no.
I had to.
So just wander around pissing on zombies. Would that cure them or kill them?
It
depends on how far they're...
Or what type.
Yeah.
So, Chewy, the most likely zombie candidate would actually be a weaponized version of the rabies virus, with a slow intubation period and a longer symptomatic period. So before the hydrophobia kicks in and the brain death, that section of the virus spreading through brain tissue before collapsing it. The movie Quarantine's actually about it.
Oh, is that the one where it's airborne and you have to be inside the building?
No, they were on a plane and got quarantined.
Oh, okay.
But it was a biological weapon made from the rabies virus.
Okay.
So the incubation period went from, a couple of days to a couple of months, like the real rabies virus, to within like an hour or two.
Okay.
And then the rage symptoms started, but instead of burning the brain out, this was genetically designed to make that section last as long as possible before the shutdown phase and the hydrophobia.
Okay.
So basically, people would get bit, hour or two later, they'd go on a fucking rampage for 2 to 4 hours, and then their brain would die. And this is a real possibility that the CDC has been planning for. Okay.
I could see, yeah. Sorry, I was still in a place of, like, waterboarding zombies with piss.
Quality content, folks.
I'm picturing the bucket brigade at the... Jesus Christ.
Oh, that just gave me such a funny image. You always see in zombie movies, like, people standing on the walls, and there's the occasional zombie, bumping up against the wall. Sometimes there's a little horde, but they can't get in. And there's a guy pissing off the wall into the crowd. And I just pictured that guy pissing onto one of the zombies and him going, "The fuck? Steve?"
And then just, like, looking around like, why am I surrounded by zombies? And like spraying onto them, and they're just like, why am I surrounded by oh my god. I think we need to.
There's a movie idea for you.
Yeah, I think we have a movie idea. Piss zombies. that would, yeah, no, that would absolutely. So oh my god, just slather them in coconut oil and piss. Antifungals. Oh,
that was good.
Okay. Shit. There was a thought. Zombies. It's right there.
R. Kelly?
No, I'm off the piss for a second. There were... Oh my god, it was another style of zombie or controlling some... shit.
Well, while you think about that, I do want to get back to the rabies thing.
Okay, go for it.
The rabies thing, and not only is theoretically possible, like, if you have biogenetics experience and a proper lab, you could probably make it happen within a couple of years.
Yeah.
Just absolutely fucking terrifying. Imagine how quick COVID spread.
Yeah.
But now make all the fucking meth heads bite.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's the end of the world.
I mean, you encourage them, because I feel like they would already bite.
So that could actually happen. It would actually lead to like a Left 4 Dead style situation, or a World War Z, fast, agile, endurance hunters.
Right.
That are just hell bent on bloodshed.
Right. Now, is it okay? I don't know if this would be a thing or could be a thing, but we're doing that chiclets thing. Not chiclets. The thing with the clipping and the jeans and
CRISPR?
Yeah, chiclets. Would it be... You're still laughing at my chiclets. Would it be possible, and this might be a really stupid question.
No, CRISPR couldn't make zombies.
No. That's not what I'm asking. Although, interesting thought. But could you combine a fungus and a virus?
Don't think so, but I'm not a geneticist.
I hope not. But I was just... Because you brought up, rabies again, and we were talking about fungal zombies. And...
Fungus is a multicellular organism.
Right.
A virus doesn't even contain a single cell. It's
Right.
just a strand of RNA in a casing.
Right. But who's to say that it couldn't just decide it's going to be inside of a fucking fungus? Because
I don't see how that would work.
I don't either.
They don't have the same amount of genetic material.
Do they?
A virus could affect...
Neither do viruses.
A virus could technically affect fungus.
Affect or infect?
Yes.
Okay. So, but if a virus, rabies, could infect a fungus...
Couldn't control it. Fungus is already semi-intelligent.
I know that. Well, because of that, how can you say that it couldn't control it? Because all it would need to do would be like, okay, sneeze. And have it just shoot out all of its spores out. And then they go right up your nose. Like, which alien movie is that?
I have no idea.
It's the one with Magneto as the android.
I don't watch those movies, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah.
The most I know about that movie is Deadpool's reference.
Which
1998 Ripley's? Is that you?
Ripley's? Do you mean Ridley?
Yeah, that one.
But, yeah, I feel like if... I'm just talking out of my ass here, you know that, but I feel like a virus could get inside of...
I don't think we have to worry about that.
You say that.
They're completely different types of life.
Yeah. Have you met coronavirus?
You could have a Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead scenario.
Okay, talk to me about it.
Where you have regular zombies and fungal zombies free on the plane at the same point in time.
Okay.
That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah. So how are the regular zombies made in Cataclysm?
Cataclysm doesn't really
Go into it?
go into it because it's the Cataclysm.
Okay,
There's
so
fungal zombies.
we just know they're zombies by virtue of being zombies.
Yeah, there's zombies,
Okay.
and then there's fungaloids and fungal zombies, and then there's also fucking Cthulhu monsters like a Sharagoroth and like Migos and Kex, shit like that. Cataclysm, the lore is that somewhere in a lab somewhere they opened a portal to another dimension,
Right.
and the horrors from every possible alternate dimension poured into ours.
Oh, I didn't realize it was horrors from all the dimensions.
Yeah, so the Cthulhuan one opened, one from a fungal zombies, one from regular zombies. You got chicken walkers coming through from heavily technologically ended. But the theory is that when they opened the portal to the Cataclysm, they opened the portal to the alternate dimensions. Every dimension that had opened portals and ended previously, whatever ended theirs, came through the portal.
So where are the aliens? Are there aliens in Cataclysm?
No.
Bothered. There should be aliens. And there might be 5-dimensional people.
Well, each one of the horrors that come through, with the exception of the Cthulhu monsters, maybe. I don't know a whole lot. I'd have to look. But now that I'm thinking about maybe, like the fungaloids and the normal virus and the chicken walkers and the robots. The chicken walker is a robot.
Okay. Are we talking like...
It's a giant mech
Okay.
that walks like a chicken. They came through, and each one of those worlds that they came from ended their world with experimentation. We ended our world with the experimentation of multidimensional travel.
Oh.
When we opened the portal to another dimension, all the other ended dimension shit came through. But it's the same story across the
So
thing.
they've just been waiting on the other side of a corridor.
They took over their own individual planets. So fungaloids was the end of one planet, or one parallel universe, while zombies were another. And Cthulhuan threats, so they played with magic and let Cthulhu in.
So,
and then
Cataclysm is multiverse.
Yes.
Okay.
So when we open the portal, all these different universes that met different fates all intermingle in our world, the Cataclysm, which you're trying to survive.
Okay.
But
that's horrifying.
Cataclysm does give you a really good idea of whether or not you could survive a zombie apocalypse.
Right.
Because it shows you what you actually need to prioritize.
Right.
You're not prioritizing canned food that's good for 2 years. You're prioritizing seeds,
right?
Tools, knowledge, security, batteries.
But you still have to be able to get immediate food because a seed isn't going to feed you today.
Yep. 3 months.
Okay.
The shortest grown crops will grow in 3 months. But if you know the wild edibles of your area,
right,
you can just, like me, you can drop me off anywhere in this state and I'll be fine. Because I have the knowledge. I don't even need the tools because I have the knowledge to make the tools.
Right.
I won't be happy. I probably won't eat well, but I'll survive.
Now, I'm pretty sure this was missed in our little microphone glitch, but where would you go during the zombie apocalypse?
I'm gonna do this again?
Yeah, because I feel like this was probably missed in our shit show.
Go to Home Depot or Lowe's or some other large construction... What the fuck do you call them? It's not a sporting goods store.
It's quite
home improvement store.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go to a home improvement store. So in our area, we got one called Curtis Lumber.
I'm...
you want to know how to grow your own mushrooms?
That would be kind of fucked. So, growing mushrooms to survive the mushroom-based zombie apocalypse.
Would it? Or would it be cathartic? Be like, ha, I'm eating you.
That's what I mean. Like, although, because they are fungus, I would be worried that my non-zombie funguses would start turning into zombie funguses.
But you're not wrong. If it's not a fungal zombie thing, mushrooms is a great way to feed yourself.
Right.
Baby's home.
Okay. So, do you want to put us on mute for just a minute and we can kind of regroup and figure out what we're going to do from here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. Our miniest minion has re-arrived home. So,
for the sake of your guys' ears, we're going to call it here.
If you want to catch up with us, we are on Twitter/X at WDDSTpod. We are on almost every podcasting platform at We Don't Do Small Talk. Twitch is Royal Color Games 1, and sometimes you can find me at Mrs_Roy_.
Or you can just, if you're watching the stream, you can just click that link that I just popped up in the chat. It'll bring you to our beacons.ai/Royal Color Games, and it has all of my links, which includes most of the podcast links as well.
Yuppers. If you want to support us directly, we have a Patreon. We don't do small talk on Patreon. If you want to email us with episode ideas, our email is wddstpod@gmail.com. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. It is the best way to help us out here. And if you like what you hear, well, this will be posted very soon. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.